Hello everyone, my name is Draconicrose and welcome back to another episode of Rimworld. So last episode we survived another raid, got another prisoner and made some progress on the base in general. Right now we are building a throne room for Michael, which will hopefully be done this episode. Let's take a look at this guy here, Ostrich Bedwetra. He's nimble and industrious, which is good. I'm not too keen about his skills, so yes, we are releasing him. Good. That is perfect. We do only want Lair and Muffalo. So resistance remaining is done, so he'll be recruited. And Muffalo here is also good for recruitment. Good. They will be hard to recruit, obviously, so we will have to, work on them a little bit, but it shouldn't be too hard. Now, let's see. Rice is ready, so why isn't Sage harvesting? Sage is sleeping, was recovering. Now she has. And that should mean that she will get to those plants soonish. I just look at their schedule, which is fine. Maybe I should stagger their work hours a little bit. Let's see. Let's see who my doctors are. So Roxy and Marcus are the doctors. So I want... That doesn't much matter. They'll be around these hours anyway. They'll just be sooner and later. So let's give them 8 hours. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for Roxy and Sage, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They will have some overlap hours, but that is fine. And I'm going to leave them without sleep time. I'll just make sure that they do recreation at the same time, so that they still, have fun together. They should either sleep here, or maybe before and after. Not entirely sure how that will go. Sage is missing her sidearm. She shouldn't be. Yeah, no, it's here. So the mod changes her to the steel hatchet while she's doing plant work, because the steel hatchet does have plus bonus to plant work. So that is a cool feature of sidearms. And the reason why I actually changed it, and I'm going to show you, just come down here to simple sidearms. It should be on limits, yes. So I moved it from mass to weapon specific, so they can use the tools as sidearms mostly. Swords and stuff will still be main weapons, and as for ranged, they can use small pistols and grenades as sidearms, as well as throwing knives and a whip. Yeah. There's whips in my mods. But that should be good. And speaking of tools, we do have a few that I should probably get them to use. So let's take a look at the crafting spot here. So in the crafting spot I can only make a hatchet. That's the plant work speed one. So I probably need a smith. Not something I actually have the space for right now. And building... Well, building is taking its toll, isn't it? We're out of granite. That's fine, it's because of this hole here, and I actually do want to make... No, actually no. That is fine, it's because Marcus's room is going to be different. I did wish that they would use the limestone over here, but That's fine. So we do need more wood though, so let's have them cut down the fully grown trees that we can find on the place. Not too bad. An elephant has gone mad, so we will have that one hunted. We don't have any traps set, so I think I'll just send them off to defensive positions too. Roxy, can you come out here like for the littlest bit and just give it a shot? Probably not the best idea, but there we go, the animals are trying to take care of it. And now the colonists get in there. Oh no, Ariel! Okay, so we need to get Ariel out of there. Ariel, go into the protective area, please. And don't follow... Yeah, I did just remove that. I wonder if that will happen. Oh, the elephant is now doing Augustus. Maybe if I... Yeah, okay. So that reset Ariel and he can go down. I'm going to have... Ah, there we go. So that is done. I'm going to have Roxy already free so that she can take care of Ariel. Is Ariel not owning one of these? Ariel, there's a good bed for you. I'm actually gonna bring Roxy all the way over here so that she can right away tend to Ariel. Marcus was going to do it, but Roxy is a better doctor. Yeah, by 4 points, which is fine. So Ariel should have this bed. Oh, right, because... Yeah. Alright, because it's not in the protective area. That's okay, so Ariel gets that one, and... who is getting the other one? Oh, I think it was the Labrador Retriever Machete. It's just too bad. Ariel gonna make it? Yes. Aw, jaw shattered, rear left paw torn off. We're gonna have to help that puppy out. So let's take a look at animal prosthetics and add that to our research thingy. We will have advanced ones later on. Not quite right now. Let's take a look. Yes, must be somewhere, I'm just not seeing it right now. But we will have the access to advanced prosthetics, but for now we need to give her a new jaw at least. And a new footy. And that poor puppy. We have this master bed, which is going to go over there. And Marcus can have it as his bed. Hopefully. But while they are doing that and recovering, I am going to cut, and I'll be back when there's something exciting. We have a shuttle crash. So we get a shuttle chunk, and I think these are from Vanilla Events Expanded, yeah. And they are not too far away. Now these people are not affiliated with any faction, and only 3 of them have survived. So let's see... Okay, so 2 of them are probably going to survive. The other one, I'm not entirely sure, but we will try to rescue them all. We have the manpower. Unfortunately, Scratch tried to tend to themselves and cleared Sage's rescue job. But that's fine, they will survive probably. Let's bring them back in. They will be tended to by Roxy and Marcus. Scratch downright joined the colony, although I'm not entirely sure we will be keeping her. How is she? So, has a wound. Little bite scar, but that's not important. She is a good melee, good miner, good at plants, the tart and intellectual, and a quick sleeper, incapable of social. But that's not too bad, so I think we will keep her. Actually, I'm going to have to find a name for her. So, welcome to the colony, Scratch. You will be on a different shift, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you will do your recreation with everyone else. And then you can sleep if you would like to. But I think that will be the 3 shifts that we will have. Just make sure that the recreation is matching. Though if we get an I don't think we'll get an abrasive one, but if we do get one, we will hopefully be able to keep them away from the others. Now this guy, depressive and misinterest. Lastwalker is good, but the other two, eh. So if she joins, I am not keeping her. And I'm definitely not keeping you. You're an abrasive incapable of violence? No. Nope. Looks like we got the best one from all that. Does this dromedary have like a triangle pattern of wounds? Yeah, there you go. So we need to set up work for Scratch, so they will not be doing... Oh, there we go. Mawa decided to join. Unfortunately, I do not want you to. So what we are going to do is we're gonna have them donate their gear to us. Oh, they're trying to equip things. Let's not do that. Let's Mawa assign... actually, let's make a new outfit. Call it nothing. And we clear all. So Mawa, you're not allowed to wear anything. Like not even a hat. And there we go. So now we just go here and we banish Mawa. We take the mood penalty. Which is, let's be honest, not great, but better than having a bad colonist. Now Seer might join as well, and we do not want that, but we will see. Let's continue having Scratch's work priorities. I do want them to haul and do the basic stuff. Mostly, I want them to be our miner. They can do mining, plant cutting if they're out there. Actually, no, hauling if they're out there. And then growing... No, plant cutting. Then growing, arting, cleaning, and research. Which they're not bad at. I'm gonna remove that one from Marcus. We have more than enough people capable of research to do it. So that should be good. Yeah, so Scratch will be our miner. But I do need to find them a name, so I am going to do that. We have a name. Scratch will now be henceforth known as Felix. Not Flix. Felix. Welcome to the colony, Felix. Thank you so much for being a patron for so long. Anyone who subscribes to the Patreon will have their name pulled when new colonists arrive. If I run out of patrons, only then I will pick people from comments, but you know. I am not that... Wow. I did not have that many comments or colonists. So Seer decided not to join. And they were attacked by a lion just as they tried to leave. That is unfortunate, I feel. However, I definitely do not want a lion running around eating people. So I am going to ask Michael and Sage to take care of it. There we go. They did a good job. These are now ours. And in the meanwhile, we finished researching tree sowing. Tree sowing is going to be handy because we definitely need wood and we're not getting enough from just the wild trees around here. That's the lion revenge, which we don't need. Now, trees are weird, okay? And they grow in a weird pattern. I think this will do it. Actually, let me look at the wiki and do it, and I'll bring you back when it's done. Okay, so this is it. Basically, you make a grid with spaces between. The trees won't grow on these things, but they will grow wherever there is a gap in the grid. So I have set all of these tiny growing zones, 21 of them, to grow saguaro cactus. Now that should make it so... Let's see. That should make it so they sow the trees in a more logical manner than just making an entire growing zone and letting them do it. So Sage is apparently doing the grid properly. So we can remove these plants because ugly. We will have to leave this be. The only problem is most of this rich soil is not being used. So I don't know, but you know, it's a good place. Oh, okay, the turbine doesn't reach there, so it's fine. I thought for a moment that I was going to be interrupting the wind turbines, but not quite. So you may have noticed that there has been a bunch of progress around the base on the paths. That is because I have forced Sage to work until she was nearly broken. Well, but it did get us a good bit of progress. We can now get Marcus away from the hospital and he can have his own bedroom. This hospital is not the best place, but that's fine. I'm going to create a little bit of a structure here with granite doors, just so that raiders won't come beat up on that cooler, because if they beat up that one they can enter the stuff there and that's no good. Making sure this is unroofed. And I have an eclipse, okay, that's good. And going to add these to the home area so that people repair them. Probably should add this entire zone because the blood is getting in there. But I do have a mod that makes it so it disappears over time, especially if it tends to rain. But if it gets too bad, I'll just make them clean up. So we have finished Noble Apparel. And that is necessary because Michael, being the yeoman he is, or the esquire actually, wants some apparel. So holders of this style must be covered in some combination of ruffle shirt, armor, shirt and tie, suit jacket. We have stuff and things, including a suit jacket and a shirt and tie. Now that seems nice. Let's do the shirt and tie, maybe? No, apparently we're not allowed to do that. However, we can make the ruffle shirt. Unless I'm being blind, but I think not. So we'll make him a ruffle shirt. Hopefully someone will get to that rather sharpish. Got some steel coming in, courtesy of Felix, who has been great. Oh, right, we made a bedroom for Marcus, but now Felix doesn't have one. So I guess Felix will have to be sleeping there. And sorry if you heard that. That is my alarm clock being an alarm clock, as they do. So once this path is here, I'm thinking that we need to put a floor on these rooms because they track dirt all over the place. Lots of trash over there. We could really use some cleaning around the place. Let's make sure... Yeah, there is that one tile. I think that will be fine. I think. Maybe not, but yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. So we need components, which we do not have. However, there should be some chunks around. Probably not too far. If not, there's probably definitely some thing we can deconstruct. No. So we have to go mine these. That's fine. Do I wanna... no. That is fine. Felix will get to it. Can you stop that? Oh, okay, no, you still want to do the steel rather than the components. I guess eventually we'll get there. How much steel do we have with us? We have a lot, so... I don't know. Well, Felix does need something to do, but for now... let's cancel these orders and let Felix go to the components. Those are far more valuable to us. And once he's done there, I can actually mine those. Oh, and there's a good bit of ores to mine there. We finished researching animal prosthetics, which is going to be our last thing for this episode. Where do we want to put this table? I think for the time being it's just gonna be here. It's not too bad. It'll just be right there, and I'll have Roxy build it as soon as she can. And we have a lion hunting Felix for food. Well, that is not great. I must admit. Very much not great. Felix, I actually don't want you to go over there with the others because you have no weapon. Everyone else does. Whoop, let's move. Hopefully we can give it a few more shots. Unfortunately, Makar is now in the line of fire, so we'll move in with the melee stuff, and done. That is a dead lion. So, Roxy, can you please do the thing you were doing? And meanwhile, we need to equip Felix with something. Now, Felix is a brawler, so we definitely want to give him something good. Unfortunately, our best thing is a plasteel knife, which I'm not entirely convinced by. But we don't really have much of anything we can do. This is where smithing would be interesting. Alright, so let's grab that plasteel knife of Michael. Michael, here. Please drop your plasteel knife, thank you. And you will get that hatchet as a... maybe not. Let's take another look. We have a steel knife over here that's probably okay, so we'll equip that as sidearm. And Felix will equip that plasteel knife once he wakes up. Right, so we have the prosthetics table. We can start making some stuff. Now, we don't have anything for the jaw. Oh, yes we do. We'll make a jaw, and we'll make a... Oh, an entire leg, huh? Let's take a look at our pet. So, Makar, how are you doing? You need a tail, so make a tail. And Ariel, you definitely need some stuff. Needs the jaw, which we already have, and a paw. It looks like I have to do an entire leg, actually. I will do that as well. And does Augustus need anything? I'm not gonna give Crystal anything because she is for a quest. Augustus is fine. Let's take a look. Active. Okay, so I guess Crystal is just an animal that we have. She'll probably die in battle. Yeah. Let's just organize this as priority. So a tail is definitely not as priority as jaw implant. Still in the component, so yeah, we have Felix taking care of that. I don't like that we now only have a wall here, so I'm going to make sure we patch it up here and there, so there's no security breach over there. And we get a little bunch of components. That is great. And Felix can then go and mine the entirety of this area there. But unfortunately, that is all we have left for this episode. We made some good progress. We get a new friend, new colonist, and we will be taking care of our animals. But until next time, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you would like to go the extra mile and support the channel, there is a Patreon that is linked in the description and the top comment down below. But until next time, please remember that here, there be dragons. Well, eventually. Thank you so much to my patrons for making this channel possible. Click the Patreon logo to become one of these fine folk, and if you enjoyed the video, here are some more YouTube things you would like. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.